good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. So, Shams, the Raptors finally traded their terrific wings, Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. We know how the other teams that got those players made out. New York and Indiana, they were terrific and helped those teams. How did the Raptors make out when all was said and done?
Both of those players were upcoming free agents. It was difficult to judge the trade market. But with that said, the Raptors were able to get draft picks plus young, exciting talent like Canadian R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. But let's factor in the biggest key here. It's Scotty Barnes. He is their future. He's their untouchable. He's who that... front office feels great about as their cornerstone moving forward.
Love Barnes, love him. And now the Lakers starting group. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And for Toronto, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. Dick with it. Down low, and the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Now, here's Doncic. James kicks to Vanderbilt. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. Ingram outside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Adams. The Raptors getting the bucket. Now, Doncic. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Quickly the pass to Pirtle. Ingram with it. And the rejection by James.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the field.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Both good from the line that time.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate just in a different way.
Pirtle sets the pick for Dick. Pass to Pirtle. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And here is Doncic. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Kicks it out to LeBron. Now Adams. Doncic outside. 5 to shoot. Adams with the screen on Barnes. And Barnes sends it back.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Lakers in 5th.
Yeah, they were a fantastic passing team last year. It's part of the culture they're building. So many of their easy shots came at the end of a great assist.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Doncic against quickly. James kicks to Adams. Back to LeBron. And they double up LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Adams. From deep, Reeves drops in the tray. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And so far, the story on Luka Doncic. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 34 points a game last season, 10 assists and 9 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Dick. Vanderbilt against Barnes. Here's Ingram. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles, trailing by 2. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, that was a rough outing. They did a few good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to them in that one.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
And this kid has pops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Here's Doncic. The teardrop falls in.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Toronto, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Ingram a screen on Vanderbilt. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Vanderbilt with the steal. Quickly against Doncic. Pass to LeBron. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organization, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. The teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. And here's quickly for 3. The rebound by James. The Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Doncic. James in the post. Rebound by the Raptors. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Barnes passes to Dick. Barnes looking around. Inside. Here's Pirtle. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Pirtle's got 8.
I think his frame makes him very difficult to deal with as a roll man. Pirtle can set a mean screen.
LeBron against Ingram. James. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Raptors with the lead. Again, Toronto.
Gotta love the control Ingram has with the basketball.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Is checked in for Vanderbilt. Lakers trail by 3. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Now, Reeves, following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. Adams drawing the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hachimura kicks to Doncic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Raptors have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
So it's the Lakers now after Toronto at the three-point. Adams sets the pick for Doncic. From past the arc. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And Barnes sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
LeBron kicks to Doncic. Looking to get back on track here. And the layup is up and in. Doncic has got 8 points.
Well, there's a mix of touch and power that Luka Doncic brings to the game. You can't take him lightly when he touches the paint.
Boucher finds Barrett. They set the pick. From deep. The rebound by Steven Adams. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. And it's all evened up. Reeves has got his second basket of the night. Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. You certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York, getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot, and we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
That trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful. Lakers shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. Adams, the pass to Hachimura. Over in the corner, Doncic. Trains the three-pointer. And now a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Pass to Boucher. Back to quickly.
IQ is fearless, baby. Absorbs the foul and continues on his way.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
First free throw is good.
Well, think about this, guys. Early in his career, quickly finished second in Sixth Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
And Toronto making a change here. Ingram's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Adams. Connect comes in for James. And Vincent subbed in for Luka Doncic. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Lakers in the lead. Vincent with it. Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. And it's Connect in the corner. Over Barrett. Connect. No good. Toronto's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Pass to Barrett. The 11-footer. Tries again. To the wing right side. Offensive rebound. Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
Well, that's about positioning and length and athleticism. Boucher doing the job on the offensive rebounding end.
Now Connect. Pass to Vincent. Here's Reeves. Shoots over Walter. Reeves can't hit. The Raptors shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. And here is Ingram. Boucher with a screen on Hachimura. And that one's good. Ingram's got his second basket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Hayes the pass to Reeves. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now here is Hachimura. Still without a basket. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Now into the lineup for your Raptors. Wearing number 23, GeauxLakers.
1 second left. That one doesn't go. Jakob Poeltl, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for the Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
The Lakers trail, and the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
I think 3 of the top, 5-6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Gabe Vincent, Hachimura out there with Hayes. Then it's Connect, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. Reeves outside. And the 3 off target. Raptors leading by 4. Goes up with a stripe, and Ingram with the basket on the assist from Barrett. Ingram's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Connect. And again, no good by the Lakers. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Hits it from three-point range. And now it's a 9-point Toronto lead.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Over to the left wing. Hachimura down low. He's covered by Ingram. Clock at 4. Vincent's shot is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Ingram. Again, Toronto. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. Number 1, the Raptors. In 3rd, the Lakers.
It's all about the fast break with these two groups. I mean, they were terrific a season ago, playing at a breakneck pace.
Lakers trail by 8. Reeves drives in, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
They get it back. Boucher the screen. Barrett wide open. He fires. Buries it from 3-point range. Barrett's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Here's Vincent. Toronto grabs the miss. Boucher's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Barrett. Up again. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Hachimura. Vincent with it. Now here's Vanderbilt. And here is Hachimura. 17 points for him last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. It's stolen by Hachimura. Boucher with the steal. And Toronto turns it over again.
Substitution for your Raptors.
Lakers trail by 9. Reeves the pass to Vincent. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Toronto. They're on a 14-5 run here. For 3, Barrett. And the Raptors miss again. Los Angeles has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Vincent. Here's Hachimura. Reeves outside. 5 on the clock. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
He had a nice open look right there. Hicks got 6 points.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Reeves against Barrett. Here's Vanderbilt. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Barnes, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. And quickly in for R.J. Barrett. Here's Quickly. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
From deep LeBron, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Ingram's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Faster Quickly. Pirtle inside. He's against Hachimura. Barnes can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Toronto leading by 7. And here is Quickly. Toronto working the ball around now. Dick passes to Pirtle. Back to Dick. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Barnes. The offensive rebound.
Well, the contact on Pirtle, pretty clear there. The big man getting tough and gets the call.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Toronto, Jakob Poeltl. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Pirtle.
Well, Jakob Poeltl, guys, may not be a stretch big, but what he does well is virtually everything else. He boards it. He plays incredible D, and he's a very good passer.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Connects checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Lakers trail by 9. Doncic outside. Ingram against Hachimura. And here's James outside. From range, LeBron is good.
You've seen late in LeBron's career much more emphasis on that three-point shot, really extending that range.
Pass to Dick. Shoots over Connect. Dick, that's good. That's now 8 points for Grady Dick. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 8-point game. James absolutely owning the inside.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
The Raptors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. To the middle, here's Ingram. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2.